Hi, welcome back to my channel, Stitches Style by me, Nadia, and today I've got a Friday Sews. I'm just going to be talking about what I've been up to this week and some of my plans, but I'm going to start first with what I'm wearing today. And I've got a few layers on. It's a little bit chilly today. Actually, I had a cardigan on as well. But I took it off. I had to take it off when I went to the loo because yes, I'm wearing dungarees, which are the Greta dungarees by Made My Wardrobe, and I'll give you a little twirl. So I've got pockets in the side and like a lower back with these ties that wrap around. They're fairly slim tapered leg and full length. So that's what I'm wearing as my outer layer, and then underneath I've got the Ermine blouse by Friday Pattern Company. And for those of you who've watched my one of my recent videos, you'll note that I wasn't very happy with the finish of this. So last night I had a little bit of a play around with it and I've kind of fixed the issue. So I'm just going to take down my dungarees just to show you. So this is the Ermine blouse, and I was a little bit concerned about it not meeting here. Now it's not perfect, I think it's about 1 millimetre off. So I undid one side of it that was lower down and sewed it, tried to move it up a little bit, and I think that's actually resolved the problem. I don't think it's perfect around the placket area. For those who watch my video, you know this placket came on and off a number of times, so yeah, it's not the neatest at all, but I'm really happy with it. I think after I've made that little tweak last night, I think it's really improved it, and although you can't see it today, I will be happy to wear it out and about. And I really like the colour and I really like the fabric, and I love this top, as you will see, because I have made another. So that takes me nicely onto what I've been making this week. And to show you, I am going to do a little bit of a quick change. I'm now in my new outfit that I've made this week, and I am really, really happy with it. So I've made another Ermine blouse. As I said, this is by Fibre Mood. I made it, I think, in a large. I was exactly between a medium and a large on the sizing, or right at the bottom of a large and the top of a medium, and I decided to go with the large just because to make sure I had the space at the top. Now I do feel like I have maybe a little bit too much space here and at the front here, so I think even though I think it sits right on the shoulders, I think next time I'm going to just take some width out of the underneath the arms, and I think that will look perfect. The other thing that I will do is, now this is not the original neckline. It is supposed to be sitting just a little bit higher all round. As you can see, there's a little bit of a dip at the back as well, and it's a little bit wide on the shoulders, so it only just is covering my bra strap. Now the reason for that is because this material was really tricky to work with, and the first time that I attached the bias binding around the neckline and sewed it down, it just looked terrible. It really did look awful, and I must admit I nearly abandoned it as a project. Now I rarely don't finish a work in progress, but this nearly had me defeated. I had to be really careful at the cutting stage as well. I think in my video where I spoke to you about having this plan, I'd cut out this project and I was so careful about cutting it out, but I wasn't 100% happy with the quality of this fabric, and when something goes wrong, I just debated as to whether it was worth finishing, and but I persevered with it, and I'm really happy that I did. The other thing, I think doing the jeans actually has taught me a little bit more perseverance and a little bit more patience with my makes, which is a really good thing, obviously. And I think it really showed in this, and I slowed down, and I did it so slowly when I attached the next bias binding. So what I did, rather than unpick it all, I just cut it all off, recut some bias binding a little bit wider, and really slowed down when I attached it, and I'm really happy with the finish. I think that looks really good. The other thing that I did, which I said I was going to do last time, was extend the bias binding, so I don't finish the placket how it suggests, because the bias binding, it finishes here and then you attach the placket if you did it according to the instructions. Instead, I attached the placket first and then attached the bias binding to the placket. So this bit is has got the bias binding on. I can show you actually. There's the bias binding, and it just extends, and I've folded that down. So that's finished with bias binding as well. This time I was really, really careful to make sure that my points lined up at the same place, and pleased with that finish. And I also just hemmed it all the way round, rather than hemming it and then attaching the placket. I just feel like you can get a neater finish at the top and the bottom by doing it that way. So yeah, I did that. The other thing that I did was top stitched the seam down here, or up should I say. So the seam's sitting up, as you'll see, and I did that on the yoke piece as well. I know you can, it's a very lightweight fabric and you can see the fabric underneath. So what I didn't want was the seam to be flopping downwards at some places and upwards in some places. I didn't feel like that would look very neat, so that's why I top stitched it down so it's sitting up all the way along. Now I absolutely love the sleeve head because you've got quite a few gathers on the sleeve head, and I love this blouse. There's so many things that I love about it, and I definitely want to make some more, but I will make a few more tweaks next time I make it. Now, partly it's because I made a little bit of a mess of it the first time, but I'm going to kind of raise it maybe up to here at the front and up at the sides next time I cut it out. And as I said, I'm going to just take it in slightly on the side seams underneath the arm. But I think it looks so super cute, and I've also made an Ava skirt which I'm wearing with it now. Hopefully I'll just get some snaps of the full outfit so you can see it together. I don't feel like you'll be able to see much of the details of the Ava skirt because it's just a black skirt. Now you know that I've made this before and I had a few issues with it, and I wasn't happy with the fabric quality on that either. So when I went to Fabworks, when I went to the social at Stitch Make Create, I got some fine wool material to make an Ava skirt for work. And I put that together and I'm really happy with it. It's just a basic kind of A-line mini skirt, a normal zip up the back, and then just a hook and eye closure along the waistband. Now I'm happy with how the waistband fits. I feel like that fits really nicely. It's quite close fitting all the way through. There's no split or anything in it. Just quite a fairly simple skirt. There's two pleats at the front, there and there, and then there's 4 pleats at the back. Now I've not added the pockets. Pockets come with it. as standard, but they are just inseam pockets. Now, the last 2 times I've made the skirt, I didn't add in the inseam pockets. But then when I was wearing the skirt, I missed having pockets, so I thought in this one I'll add the pockets. So I added the pockets, but then the pocket bag really stuck out. I think it's because it's really quite slim fitting across, well, it is across my hips anyway. Then it kind of pulled, and the pocket bags, the pocket openings kind of stuck out, and I didn't like the finish on them. So I removed the pocket bags altogether. I unpicked it all and then just sewed down the side seam. Now, I do find waistbands a little bit tricky to finish. When you attach them to the outside and flip them over, rather than folding them under and then stitching in the ditch, I always find that I never caught the inside. So I would overlock the inside and then just stitch it down, and I wouldn't have any problems with not catching it. Now, that's not the neatest finish, and I decided on this one, I think the waistband of the jeans gave me a little bit more confidence to try out finishing the waistband using the normal method. And I did it, and I really carefully pinned the inside of the waistband to make sure it fell underneath the stitch line, and so when I stitched in the ditch it would catch it all. And I'm really happy with the finish because yeah, I managed to catch it all. Now, it's not the straightest line in the world, but it has meant that I've actually finished the waistband as you should. So I'm very happy with that. I'm feeling very professional, and I think together they work really, really nicely to make such a cute work outfit. And I can pop on a belt and feel so professional. Now, this is a bit more of a summery make, so I did wear it yesterday with a polo neck underneath and a cardigan over. Now, I am going to be quite busy over the next few weeks, so I might be a little bit more sporadic in my posting. I might not have very much to share, and I might not have very much time to share whatever I do get up to. So please bear with me if I'm not around too much over the next few weeks. But hopefully I'll be able to post whenever I can. But the next thing that I really want to do is the jacket that I referred to in my jeans making video, and I ordered some more of the denim the same day as I posted my vlog. I thought, yes, I've got to get this denim jacket sewn up because I feel like it will look really good, and I'm really excited about making it. So I'm going to use the Sew Over Sorrento jacket, and I printed out the PDF pattern this morning, and hopefully I'll be able to get that all stuck together and cut it out soon. The fabric has been pre-washed and dried, so we're all ready to go. The only thing that I might need is some more of the top stitching thread. I want it all matching, and I want to try and get some matching rivets for the jacket because I only had enough to make the jeans. So a couple little bits of haberdashery to get, and I'll be getting on with sewing together the jacket. So I'm feeling full of enthusiasm at the moment. I'm really excited for my plans this year. I've got a few things planned, and one of them is that I hope to go to Guthrie and Garney's 10th birthday celebrations on the 1st of April. I'm sure you're all aware of it. Lauren's talked about it in her video, and I'll link that below. So hopefully I might be able to meet some of you there. I'm sending you all my best wishes, and thanks for everybody who watches and comments on my channel. I do really appreciate it. I really appreciate your time and spending some time with me in my sewing room, and I'll see you next time. Bye!